and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about fragrances, what I'm currently wearing, what I need to repurchase, what I need to restock. So fragrance is a big thing for me. I love fragrance. I love the memories it evokes. I love the feeling it gives. I love the way it empowers women. I love the way it makes you feel good and ready to tackle the day. It's something that's, I always want to be enveloped in a fragrance. Now, summertime is a tricky one. We're not really having a summer here in Britain, which I'm quite pleased about because, you know, I don't like summer. And I'm sitting here like, autumn, where are you? I'm ready to order my candles. I'm just ready for it. I just don't like June and July. I just don't. I am a forever autumn. That's all I want. It's cozy. You know, that's just how I am. Anyway, and I much prefer my fragrances in the autumn, hence why I've run out of everything. Basically in the summer, I go for a body spray most days. And I got the Sweet Like Candy by Ariana Grande. Okay, I don't listen to her music, I'm not a fan. But I like a sweet body spray. And this is just a sweet body spray. Sweet like, it smells like candy, that's what it is. What does it say? Doesn't say what stuff they put in it. Anyway, I quite like a sickly sweet body spray. And if you live in a hot climate, wearing a perfume which contains alcohol is just going to evaporate. So it's pointless. You're wasting your money and you're wasting your perfume. You're better off just spritzing several times a day with a body spray. It's refreshing, it's light, and it's just not going to evaporate. So that's what I like to do. I actually love layering with this. I'm a huge fan of layering fragrances, perfumes with body sprays. So I will layer this with practically anything. Now, my newest addition to my perfume collection is the Lancme La Vie Belle. But every time I wear this, I feel like it's giving me a headache. Like, you smell this, and this is the epitome of a fragrance department in Selfridges. This is what the fragrance department smells of. All of these high-end fragrance houses smell the same to me. That's why I don't normally go for something like this. I had a sample of La Vie Belle Roses, which I liked, but I didn't pick that one up. I picked this one up, thinking it would be similar, but it's not. Anyway, this is the kind of fragrance I would wear if I'm wearing a coat, a proper outfit, I'm going into London, I want my fragrance to last, that kind of thing. It's like a corporate fragrance. It's kind of like your workday fragrance, that kind of thing. But I just feel like it makes my eyes very heavy, and that's when I know I have a problem with certain fragrances. So certain sunscreens that have a fragrance, my eyes get very heavy. I hadn't worn this in ages. I wore it the other day and I just felt like my eyes were like closing. And I think it's this, and then I put it on yesterday and I thought, ooh, I'm feeling a bit headachy. I'm feeling a bit, it makes me go a bit cloudy. So I'm not a huge fan of the mainstream perfume houses. That's why a lot of things I wear isn't really like mainstream. So, you know, if you're looking for a serious adult fragrance, then, you know, this is one to go for. But I feel like you need to have all the layers because it's such a strong smell. It's not my favorite. Okay. I'm going to stick with the mainstream from now because the only mainstream I've got is Black Opium, which I've spoken about for years and years. And again, it's got that perfume house strong scent. Again, this is something you'd wear at night or in the winter when you're wearing lots of layers, and just a squirt on the wrists and your neck. Not like, don't douse yourself in it because it's very strong. It's a lovely perfume. I do love this one because it's got something smoky in it, and anything that has got smoky smell, I'm obsessed with. And one of my favourite smells in the world is a bonfire. It evokes such magic. It evokes magic and autumn, and I don't know, I love that smell. I absolutely adore that smell. So anything that's slightly smoky, I mean, this is gorgeous. This is very, very nice. I have had many bottles of this. And it's quite unique. I like this. I would not wear this in the summer. But autumn, winter, yes, because it's quite warm. It's quite spicy oriental. So I feel like it keeps you warm. And with your knitted jumpers and hats and scarves and gloves and coats, it's beautiful. Now, the other thing I like in the summertime, because I'm not wearing a perfume, is a scented body cream. Now, I've got the Bronze Goddess. I whip this out every summer. It's got the Bronze Goddess scent. It is really thick and luxurious. It's so moisturising, and the smell is so potent that I'll put it on after a shower and I'll still smell it on my clothes the next day. Like, I'll smell it everywhere. It just doesn't leave you. But this is great, again, if you don't want to waste perfume in a hot weather, then this is gorgeous. I love this smell of Bronze Goddess anyway. But I can only wear it when it's hot. This is why it's lasted me so long, because you only get a couple of hot days. And I just feel a bit more summery when I wear this. And I enjoy the smell. So I would opt for scented body cream. So your favourite fragrance, for example, in the summer, switch it up to the body cream, because most fragrances have an accompanying body cream. So I really love that. Now, speaking of body creams, shall we go on to my other two, and then what I'm going to get? Yeah, okay. Another one of my favourites, I've spoken about this before, and this only comes out come autumn, is Banana Republic Rosewood. Now, oh God, this fragrance, I managed to find this on Amazon, I think a few years back. And I don't know if I can find it again, because obviously Banana Republic doesn't exist anymore. But this fragrance, oh my God. It's so beautiful. It's so smoky. It's got that, oh my God, it's got that sweetness, but it's smoky, but it's also a little bit fresh. And I'm not really into the fresh fragrance, but this is like autumnal, fresh, but woody. It's so beautiful. I think I've spoken about the chords and notes on this, but this is one of my favorite fragrances. I asked somebody years ago, when I used to train up people for counters and things like that, I asked them, what is the most amazing fragrance you've ever smelled? And they mentioned this, and I went out and got it, and I was like, yes, it's incredible. I love it. Again, it's something that lingers and lasts on your clothes the next day. So the minute it hits autumnal vibes, this is what I go for, and I absolutely adore it. I did at one point have like the body cream and everything to go with it. Yeah, I don't know if I'll find anything similar to this Rosewood, but I just love it so much. Yeah. Then another one of my absolute, oh my goodness, my favourites. This is Eau de Well from Diptyque. This is a winter time only. This, oh gosh. Oh, it's that really thick golden caramel, burnt vanilla, leather, smoke, cognac. Think of like winter in a really old pub and the log fire's going and you're having an apricot brandy, you know, and you're wearing your Barber checked scarf. This is so spicy. It's so warm. It's like being wrapped in golden syrup. It is so delicious. And again, it's got that smoke, that smoke wood fire, but that sweetness of the vanilla. It's just stunning. It is absolutely stunning. And when I have this on, oh my goodness, you know, paired with one of my favorite cozy knit jumpers, it is a dream. And I just feel enveloped in just deliciousness. So this is one I will always want in my collection. Again, it's got a darker juice, so it means it's quite a strong fragrance. So you want to just use it sparingly, otherwise you will get a headache. Now, that is it. I used to be someone that had all the fragrances in the world. I kind of now stick to what are my favorites. Now, the fragrances that I need to repurchase, because come autumn, I need these fragrances. I have to have them. Number one, Jo Malone, Blackberry and Bay. The second it hits September, I'm like, Blackberry and Bay. Again, it's a very fresh autumnal scent. I mean, I'm obsessed with a blackberry bush, as is. I remember as a child picking blackberries, going through brambles, and it's that smell of the leaf combined with the tang of the blackberry. It evokes childhood memory. You know, if you walk past blackberry bush, you remember being a child and those heady summer days when you just played outside and picked blackberries and ate them off the bush and they were really sour. Or you rubbed the leaf of the blackberry bush and it just, oh my God, I love anything that's got blackberry in. I mean, I even love blackberry drinks, but anything that has got an English berry in, blackberry, raspberry, gooseberry, berry, any sort of thing like that, I love. But blackberry in particular is, for me, is the epitome of autumn. It just is. And I have to have that fragrance and the accompanying body lotion. So that's sitting in my basket ready to be ordered. The next fragrance I need is Glossier You. It now comes in a 100ml bottle. I love that fragrance so much. And I tend to go for that November to January, February, March, that time. For me, Glossier You is more of a winter, spring. Because it's quite, again, it's a very clean fragrance. It's very comforting, it's very soft, it's very powdery. I always tend to go for that nearer that time. So I need to repurchase that. I need to repurchase my Blackberry and Bay. I mean, this is an expensive list, okay? Another fragrance I love and haven't worn for years is Sisley Eau de Soie. I remember getting, because I used to work in Harvey Nichols at Lancme in the beauty department, so you would always get good discounts and stuff. And I got a gift set of the Eau de Soie body lotion and the perfume. And then here's what I'm saying about the scented body lotions. I loved that body lotion. That smell I particularly liked after a shower. So it was my bed fragrance. So I used to wear it to bed. And I loved waking up in the morning and still having that smell. It's a very European scent. Again, it's quite fresh, but it's got that bergamot, it's got that kind of lemon, citrusy, but it's not a fresh scent. And I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, oh, I really want a scented body lotion for like evening showers, you know, because you don't really want the same, do you, in the day? Normally in the day I just wear like a Garnier body lotion or Neutrogena, which I can't find anywhere for the life of me. You know, in the blue bottle, I can't find it. I'm running out of body lotion, so I want to get that. It's expensive, it's a ridiculous price, but I do love that scent and I remember that scent. I also love Le Labo's Hanoiko. that avocado body cream. Again, that is so smoky. It's beautiful, and it lingers on you just as much as a perfume would. And I love that. Again, it's about £40, but you're going to smell smoky for days. And I love it. So I want to repurchase that. I need to build up my body lotion repertoire, you know, because it's dwindling. And I need to have my scent. I need to. The other fragrance I want to repurchase is Gucci Rush. Now, do you remember in the little red block? Again, that has a scent that's just so nostalgic. I used to wear that back in the day, and that was my going out fragrance. I have loved fragrance for a very long time. I can name you so many beautiful fragrances I used to love. And there was one by Vivienne Westwood, and I can't even remember what it's called now, but I was obsessed with it. Oh, I'm going to see if I can find the name. I loved it. Absolutely was obsessed with that fragrance. I had it over and over again. I used to like Kiehl's, you know, the Kiehl's fragrance, musk something or other. Anything musky, I love that. I remember having that. And I also had one by, I can't remember the name now. It was called something Jardin, something Garden After the Rain. And there was like a few. I think it was, what's the brand called? I can see it in my mind, but I can't remember the name, something French. Anyway, I used to love that because I love fig. That's another scent that I love, fig. Anything that's figgy, I love. So that was one of them. And I remember Body Shop came out with a fig fragrance years back, which smelled similar, that I also loved. And another fragrance, before I finish, was D&G, when they did their different bottles, number not numbers. It was called, I think it was number, I can't remember what the number was, but it was called Rue de Fortune. And it was a lilac juice, Rue de Fortune. And it was exquisite. I think all these fragrances has something in it that I love, like iris or, I don't know, it had a certain scent. But again, I can't find that anywhere. Why did they discontinue it? That was the most beautiful fragrance ever. I was obsessed with it, and it actually reminded me of Ultraviolet by Paco Rabanne, but the male version. That's what it reminded me of. It had that lovely underlying sweet kind of, what was those sweets called? Parma violets. That's it. Parma violets. It smelt of Parma violets. That's what it smelled of, and I loved it. Anything nostalgic, I love. So yeah, those are the ones I need to repurchase. And I love going on sites like Notino, because they have a lot of the old school fragrances that we used to love, like Caroline Herrera, very sexy. There was another one by Caroline Herrera that I don't think they do anymore, which I used to love. I like very niche fragrances, I think. It's particular smells and things that I love. Sometimes you'll walk past someone and be like, oh my God, what? What are you wearing? And I think, do you remember Molecule #1? That was, people were really obsessed with that fragrance. Like, you can't smell it on yourself, but you can smell it on others. I think I can get when people are wearing that, because it gives off this fig smell, for me, fig, and it's lovely. But anyway, that is my thoughts on fragrance and my fragrance collection. So I'm trying to get all my other ones to have them ready and lined up, because it's just, fragrance to me is just as important as makeup. It's just something that changes your mood. It changes your vibe. It just adds to whatever you're wearing. The same with jewelry, when you add jewelry or different lips or a red lip, or, you know, or adding color to your wardrobe. It just elevates anything and everything about you. But it's got to be right for you. You've got to feel wonderful when you wear it, because That's what makes the difference. That's what makes you feel good. It's the feeling you get. And it's the same with a lipstick, the feeling it gives you when you wear it, the feeling you get when you wear an eyeliner or a favorite jumper. So always look at things at how is it going to make you feel? How does this make me feel? That's how I approach every day, really. How do I want to feel? I know how this is going to make me feel. I know if I put my makeup on, I'm going to feel more productive. I'm going to feel better in myself. I'm going to be more friendly or more approachable. And take a picture of yourself. I know I took a picture the other day and I put it on Instagram because I felt great. And you know, I went on a walk and I met this lady. She's like, oh gosh, you look, I know her. She was like, oh, you look so wonderful. You look so fabulous. And it's like, you know why? Because I feel good. So I took a picture and I said, I felt good today. So it's all right to take a picture of yourself, even if you're not going to share it. Just if you are feeling good in that day, always take a picture. Because then when you're not having such a good day, you can go back and say, what was it about that day that made me feel so good? How did I have my hair? What was I wearing? What was my makeup like? What fragrance did I wear? And recreate that. Because it's proof that you can feel good about yourself and you feel part of the world and you feel like you belong, sort of thing. So yes, put on your makeup, put on your jewelry, do your hair, get that lipstick on, get that fragrance on. Never mind if how expensive it is or keeping it for best. If it makes you feel good, do it. Trust me, your day will be better than it was. Now, I hope you're having a great day. I will see you in my next video. Let me know of any other things you'd like to see. Subscribe if you're new, please. It really helps my channel. It helps with my growth. I've been on here a long time. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a nice comment, and I shall chat to you in my next video. Bye.